Stress is something we've all experienced more than normal of in 2020 and as we are in our second lockdown, it's definitely something I'm noticing, and I think it's really important that we acknowledge it and acknowledge the effect it has on many different bits of us and our bodies, on our well-being. Not only might we not sleep as well, we might find that we're just a little bit more antsy and on edge, but it can also wreak havoc with our skin. So what happens when we're stressed is that our body produces more cortisol, and that cortisol will drive sebum production within the skin. So sebum is the oil that sits within our skin and we need it. It's an essential component of healthy skin. But when it sits and blocks a pore, and you get bacterial buildup behind it, then we have a problem, because that's when a spot forms. So stressed skin can definitely lead to acne type breakouts. As we're stressed, our immune system's also somewhat dampened by the cortisol, and many people don't know that our skin itself actually produces quite small amounts of cortisol, so that has an immune suppressant function, and that can mean that levels of bacteria in the skin can raise slightly above what they normally would. So the combination of that with the increased oil in the skin can be really problematic. So what can you do about it? We can look at how to treat the skin, but fundamentally you need to address your stress levels, because the skin is possibly the least risky bit of putting up with long-term stress. Stress is a real danger to us in many ways with our health. So think about using meditative techniques, think about using supplements like ashwagandha or CBD that can help to decrease your stress levels. Think about getting out into nature. Spending time, albeit digitally, with friends and family is another really great stress reducer, and making sure you're getting enough sleep. Self-care is so important at the moment. Whatever it is that makes you tick, be that a hot bath, be that a spa Sunday, make sure you make time for it. And when you're thinking about stressed out skin, yes, we need to think about it as though we're treating oil and spots, but you'll also find that skin a bit more sensitive and a little bit more angry. And if you're using too many harsh ingredients like alpha hydroxy acids, you could find that they're a little bit more stingy than they normally would be. So I would always recommend using a combination of some barrier healing and repairing ingredients like polyhydroxy acids, together with using AHAs and BHAs, and maybe adding in a little bit of retinol. If you're in any doubt, then there are lots of people offering virtual skincare consultations at the moment who can give you some real expert advice.